Have you experienced anything weird since Three Eye Atlas has been behind the sun? I saw Jesus ascend this morning. Wait till you hear this story. But first, I just want to talk quickly. Three Eye Atlas is behind the sun and it turned blue. So it's been changing colors. It was red, it was green, and now it's blue. And the sun is typically yellow. We see it as like a yellowy color, right? But the sun itself is actually white. And as Three Eye Atlas was behind the sun, it turned blue. And how did it turn blue? So the sun isn't blue. Normally what happens, I watched this video, and normally what happens is things will turn like a yellow or white color or whatever from being closer to the sun. There are different levels of color energy, and blue is the highest color energy. So even more energy than the sun. So this Three Eye Atlas has more energy than the sun right now coming at us behind the sun. It's like so super wild. Like it's so exciting to me. That's why we're feeling this overwhelming sense of intense peace or love. And if you're feeling something other than intense peace or love, if you're feeling like you're really going through it more so than usual, when you think of other people who have been on their spiritual journey, we all have to start out with kind of a dark night of the soul. It's just like kind of the beginning stages of it. So unfortunately for some of us, you're starting at square one. But your journey is going to be that much faster than those of us who started like 20 years ago, or even 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, or even a year ago. Your version of ascension is going to be accelerated because of what's happening. So it might just feel like your life is a total shit show all of a sudden, but hang in there because it is going to get better. I promise it will get better. You just have to stick with it and really just start opening your heart space and reach out to me if you need, and if you have any questions about that at all. I can absolutely help you. If you want me to make a video on that or something, let me know. But so that's exciting that Three Eye Atlas turned blue. It's like the ninth anomaly that made it not seem like a comet that people are questioning what the heck is this thing. So it's super, super exciting. So anyway, let me get back to Jesus. So I have a friend and she has been experiencing Jesus lately. She's not a religious person. She's spiritual, but she's not a religious person. Never grew up like in the church or anything like that. We went on a trip to Mount Shasta together a few months ago. And right before the trip, Jesus showed up to her in a vision. And he has been continuing to show up to her in different funky ways. And this past weekend, there was a lot, and she reached out to me and she texted me while I was in Target, and she said, what is with all the Jesus synchronicities? Just as I was walking by a magazine with Jesus on the cover. So it was like, there's like so many strange things, right? So this morning I was driving my daughter to work. Normally she drives. She's getting her license, and normally she drives. And worked last night and was super tired. So I said, I just knew I needed to drive her to work. So I drove her to work. And as we're driving, we're getting to the light where my friend's office is, the one who went to Mount Shasta with me, who's been experiencing Jesus. Her office was just past the light where there were a bunch of emergency vehicles and things like that, not near her office. So I wanted to let her know you might hit traffic if you haven't gotten to work yet, you might hit traffic, and to go the other way. Or to find out, do you know what's going on, or if you're already in the office. So normally I would text. I'm hard of hearing. I don't like talking on the phone. So I was going to just text her, but something said, call her now. So I picked up the phone and I called her. And I'm telling her about the accident, the traffic, and all of a sudden my daughter in the front seat reaches over me and points, and she's like, oh, Jesus. And I'm like, what? And I look, and there's a church and a crane, and the crane is lifting. She's like, what? Really? Sorry, the mailman came at that exact moment. So there's a crane lifting the Jesus statue in the air. He's got this big smile on his face, and he is literally ascending. Like, Jesus is ascending on the front lawn of the church at the exact moment that I called my friend and started telling her about the traffic. Like, what? I've been laughing about the unrealness of this all morning. And I'm talking to my daughter about it, and we were just kind of going over the whole thing after I hung up with my friend. We're talking about it, and the license plate in front of me was 4444. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I don't normally see numbers and fours. And she's like, yeah, Jesus was saying, hey, watch out for those numbers. Here's your validation. As another car comes by with 9999. So it's rare to see the double, the quadruple numbers, right? So that was like super exciting. So watch out for the synchronicities. Look for things that are just like mind blowing, like unbelievably weird. Since this whole thing with Three Eye Atlas going behind the sun, I've been getting hearts. I've been literally receiving love from the universe. I cracked an egg open and the yolk was in the shape of a heart. I made an egg sandwich and I was eating it, and every bite I took, it was like I would look at the bread and it would be in the shape of a heart. And I'm like, what the heck is happening? I threw some sweetgrass braids on my table while I was cleaning. And when I went back and looked, it was in the shape of a heart. And I didn't put it that way. So I'm like, I'm getting all of these hearts and symbols and signs from the universe that are like giving you validation. So watch for that kind of stuff with this Three Eye Atlas being behind the sun. This new energy we're getting, we're manifesting, we're receiving validations, receiving all kinds of beautiful energy. Let me know if you're receiving anything cool, exciting, if you want to share, or if you have any thoughts on the whole Jesus thing. Maybe he's sending you a message through you to us. Who knows? Let me know.